Hi guys, thanks for watching. Andy here. Okay, 3 card tarot and some more cards for some more significance. This time for the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. So they would relate mostly to the suit of cups, the suit of longings, the heart's desire, that kind of thing. Really, where we want to be going is really what matters most to those signs. In one way or another, they're all a little bit different. But shuffling now and asking for the first in a 3 card reading, please, for all the water signs, that is Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. So what have we got? And it's the Four of Swords. So first card out is we need a good rest. Can you even see that? Gosh, it's not really, it's a very dark looking card, this. Oh dear. Well, I don't know if you can see this, but there we go. It's the Four of Swords. It's a man who is lying down and having a sleep. He's got 3 swords hanging over his head and one lying down on the ground there. I've no idea what I can do to make this card more visible. How strange. You could see it last time. But there's a good deal of mystery there, I think, when that happens, guys. Now, Cancer in particular, I'm drawn to the thought that you really, really do need this rest. And I'm going to be telling yourself that maybe you don't need the rest yet. Maybe you need to get on and finish the battle before you have the rest. Well, this rest is coming before the battle is finished, okay? This is actually taking a bit of time out to take it. It doesn't actually have to be a case of going to sleep, but it is definitely a case of having to step back from the action and take a little rest. Because you're right, the battle isn't over yet. Things aren't really, come to their conclusion, but they are coming to their conclusion. And when you get there, you're going to need to know that you've got enough energy behind you to get things done. Scorpio, this can be a tricky one for you guys as well. Well, it can be a tricky one for everyone. But Scorpio, people who tend to like to get things done and cut and dried and sorted out. I would actually say the same about Pisces to a slightly lesser extent, as they're a little bit more fluid in the energy. Generally speaking, with Pisceans, I'm not accusing anyone of anything bad here. These are just the different characteristics that come up again and again when we're doing readings. Okay, so we're now going to go into Kyle Gray, Keepers of the Light Oracle, and ask for some more information about that card. So let's shuffle and let's say, tell us some more, please, about the Four of Swords in this reading for the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Tell us some more about that Four of Swords card, please. And we've got Radha, Soul Flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. And gosh, we can actually see this card. It's nice and brightly painted. That's nice. Now that suggests a lot less mystery about it, okay? And that is the point of having this sleep, this extra rest here, because that is actually going to allow you to wake up feeling refreshed and be much more aware of the possibilities here. Rediscovering a lost part of yourself. Very much the stuff of dreams, folks. What we've forgotten, our dream life hasn't forgotten 9 times out of 10. You know, that is really an important thing to remember, an important consideration. Okay, so I think we know where we're starting off from there. Cancerians, I'm not too concerned about this rediscovering yourself for you guys for some reason. Scorpio, it's more about rediscovering your relationship with kind of life and the people around you and the way it's going. Pisces, though, really look into rediscovering that lost part of yourself, because that happens all the time. It happens all the time. We move on from one day to the next. Very easy to forget the lessons. Very easy to forget the love as well. And not always easy to see the love in the way things are going either. So let's have the middle card, please. The second card in this spread for the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. And I'm told it's this one, so we'll stop right there. And it's the Queen of Pentacles, the sheep shopkeeper. I like this character a lot. Again, you can't really see that. You can't see the cards the way I've got the lights done this week. I'm going to have to fix that. But there we go. Sheep shopkeeper there, keeping her sheep shop, and she's the Queen of Pentacles. So it's Pentacles energy, Earth sign energy really coming in around this. So, people playing into this situation would be like Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, the 3 earth signs. They'll have their own reading very shortly, actually. I'm coming on to that a little bit later today. But this earth sign energy coming around you guys, it is a water sign reading, of course. But this is about having to take what you need for yourself. I do wish I could show you it a bit. Oh, that's a bit better. Just tilt it back a bit and you can see her a bit better there. Now, in the tail here, Alice goes into the sheep shop to see the Queen of Pentacles, who is the sheep shopkeeper, and they go on a long mystical journey, and this is where dreams come in. Yeah, really important to listen to those dreams, hold on tight to those dreams as well, as a song once said. So she goes through this, it's almost a field of dreams, but it's a long journey across water, and when they get back to the sheep shop, Alice can take whatever she wants, but she has to reach out and take it. The sheep shopkeeper can't hand it to her. So this is about taking it for yourself, being decisive, taking some action. And let's try tilting this one. Well, you can see him a little bit better if I tilt it, I suppose. But if you take this rest, okay, this guy's still got 3 swords hanging over his head, and there's one down on the ground there. But they're tied up securely. They're not going to fall. They're basically, he's taken care of things so he can have a good sleep. And then he's got the energy, and this is where you want to be using the energy, guys. Okay, real important thing that. So let's say, tell us some more, Mr. Kyle Gray and the angels and your keepers of the light cards. Tell us some more, please, about the Queen of Pentacles in this reading for all the water signs, that is to say, Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. Where are we going with the sheep shopkeeper, with the Queen of Pentacles in this reading? And it's Lord Ganesh, it's infinite abundance. Now, Radha, that we brought up a minute ago, has this turquoisey colour at the bottom, and so does Lord Ganesh. So we're really now, there's an emphasis on needing to speak the truth and be aware of the truth, and maybe even, guys, prompting other people to speak their truth as well. Sometimes we just got to make a kind of space for people to be able to speak their truth, otherwise it never comes out. And, you know, if people don't have that space to express their truth, the chances are it will never come out with a lot of people, because not that many people want to be out there and known and kind of obvious and showing out, you know. Sometimes people just keep things to themselves. I used to repair an old pipe organ that was in a theatre many years ago. I don't think there's only 1 or 2 left in theatres in the whole world now, I think. And I used to repair this anyway, and now and again organists would come, and there'd be a famous organist, and they'd play, and loads of people would come to see them, and they'd be brilliant. But actually, just as often, when we were in there repairing it, someone would come along who you'd never heard of, who didn't claim to be any good or anything, and would ask to have a go. And they would be the most brilliant musicians, you know, and they would play beautifully. There's one guy I can remember in particular, used to play Danny Baker's arrangement of Cherokees. God, there's an old song for you. And he played it. It was just fabulous, you know. It was a joy to hear. It's kind of, his playing was really mechanically perfect, and it had the heart, it had the art, and it's a bringing together of all things, you know. So just kind of showing out and letting everyone know what you're doing is only actually one way of kind of rising up through the chakras, I suppose. Anyway, Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance here. So we've got to remember that abundance is infinite, and just like the organists who hide their light under a bushel, and that's only my example, I'm sure there's lots of people, we should remember that actually there is infinite abundance. Everyone can have their share, you know, and that relates to you as well, particularly if you're feeling that it doesn't relate to you. That's the time to remember that actually really it does, you know, because the light never changes, the light goes away, but our perception of it is altered all the time as we walk through this life, which, let's face it, friends, is not the easiest life in town. Right, so I'm shuffling now, saying, can we please have the final card in this spread for all the water signs? And I'm laughing because that one's just kind of stood up, so I think this is the one we're going to read. And it stood up rabbit first, and that means it comes up inverted, upside down, and it's the Fool's Journey inverted. So I still actually see the starting off on a new journey side of this, but I feel that that card has come up inverted because as we go along this journey, it's very far from being straightforward. Just the fact that we need this good rest suggests that it's not our fault that we're not seeing the entire picture, but we just need to take a bit of time for things to develop a bit more, because actually the entire picture hasn't been formed yet. Sometimes in terms of giving readings and making predictions, my guide tells me that, you know, that there isn't a solid answer to something because there are other things that need to happen before that is really known. You know, the outcome is really what I know. No, I'm mincing my words up. Never mind, let's keep moving. I can't edit videos, guys. I've always said it, but you know, I used to be able to edit them a bit, and they brought out a new thing, and I can't. So that's my fool's journey, and it's very upside down because I don't know what to do about it yet. Okay, so there's a definite feeling of wait and see in the whole reading. Because as we come to the sheep shopkeeper, it's really important that we reach out and take what we want and don't feel guilty about it and actually make sure that we have earned it. So it's really not a straightforward beginning here, but it is the beginning of the next leg of the spiritual journey through life. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. It's important, and it's important really to be very grounded about things as well. Think about grounding, think about protection, thinking about sanding those roots deep down into the earth and hanging on tightly, because there are many wacky influences. The world is really kind of all over the place at the present time. And I'm reminded of an American preacher in the 1960s. It might have been Martin Luther King, actually, I don't know. But I heard this recording and someone saying, "The world is in a hell of a state, my friends." And I bet it was. I was very young, I wouldn't have known, but you know, I bet it was, and it certainly is now. You know, I don't like listening to the news anymore because I don't like what I hear. Life usually ends up a lot better than they say it's going to on the news. So, tell us more about the Fool inverted, please, in this reading for the water signs, the sign of Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. Tell us more, please, about the Fool in this reading. And two cards suggest themselves by falling out at the same time, so let's do two cards, why not? First one, Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. Right, now, whenever we're setting off on a new journey, like the Fool's journey here, let's just show it the right way up a minute so you can have a look there. Whenever we're setting out on a new journey, there is a lot of uncertainty. We don't actually know how things are going to work out. We don't know that if we do this, will it lead to this, or will we kind of get ourselves to here and then find that there isn't anything to eat? Or, yeah, it could be so many different things. It really could. But Archangel Michael is here saying, trust heaven. Now then, I feel that that's a real big trust issue around Cancer in particular. Scorpio and Pisces, I feel it's more of a resources thing, you know, more of kind of needing to know that things are going to be secure as you keep moving. Well, this card says they are, you know, lots of protection in it. So try and be fearless if you can. It says that you are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. And miracles are good like that. I'm sure that miracle will occur. Maybe I'll have a miracle soon and get a lighting set up where everyone can see the cards. It took a while last time. Anyway, also telling us about the Fool's journey, we've got Bridget, inner strength. Now, Melanie, I know this means something to you. And Melanie, I saw your comment the other night. I just haven't replied yet because for some reason, all my comments got hidden for a long time, and YouTube released about, I think it was 270, more than 270 comments last night that I hadn't seen. So thank you if you've left a comment. And anyway, I saw yours, Melanie, so I'm saying this one to you in lots of ways. Bridget, inner strength, move back to wholeness, recognise that you have the power. And that's going to be really important on the Fool's journey. And that, my friends, is what's going to turn the upside down Fool's journey into the right way up Fool's journey. Only it'll be a bit less foolish then, because we'll have learned some more. Bridget doesn't have any messing about. I wouldn't say she suffers fools gladly exactly. She's quite a friendly character, but she's serious and she's getting things done. There's green energy everywhere. So how positive is that? Okay. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap it up and leave it there. I can't believe how long these videos have been taking to shoot at the moment. I'm sorry I can't do 12 individual ones. I hope to get back to that before too long. But it's just a real tricky time with the internet. Yeah, it's one of those things, nothing to worry about. But, you know, everything's good. Everything's going pretty much okay. Not too brilliant at this end at the moment, but everything's okay. That's the main thing. So I hope everything's okay with you guys. Have a great week ahead. I'll be back with more readings soon. Peace.